Is Coon. I am Moerem here with Witness Code. I'm here to we're here to explain that we have started doing updates with the video. Don't hide code.
Hello, we have come to give you the news and our lovely news booth that we have from not your donations, totally legitimate funding, and yes, funds.
Hello! It is I, Coon!
My question is, why should I keep playing?
No further questions. I don't have an answer. So, intro music. Scrolls past something that I'll make, like a little paint picture that says "Hello," and then you'll
Yeah,
like,
that's one server I just passed.
yeah, breaking news, update, 2.4, bam.
Yeah.
So I've decided today that we're gonna give all donors the power to go into creative mode.
Um, why? But why do donors get to go into creative mode and normal players don't?
Well, thank you for asking that, Goat. I feel that many of the players that are, veterans, mainly play Minecraft to experience the creative thing. Mainly play it to build things, not necessarily to survival, to play in survival, but the option is still there. I feel that this gives them the option, if they really want to just fly around and build cool things and forget all about what the server actually stands for and what it actually is going to do with Townie. Back to you.
But don't we have a creative server for that? Surely they could just get a plot and build to their heart's content.
We don't talk much about the creator server. It's the red-headed stepchild of the one server. We don't like talking about that.
Alright then. So, let's not talk about the bastard child, but is there any new exciting updates? Anything on donor packages, for example?
Except for creative. Um, yes, there is one specific. Well, not donor perk, so to speak. It's something you get for free, ladies and gentlemen. You see, there was one an update and a plugin that had in mind. But I looked at it and said, oh, the last update was let's take the papers here. 2014. But then the developer came back and made a new update for 1.8. Until now, just a few days ago, which is about magical arrows. We need to settle on who flicks the lever.
Yeah, you flick the lever. So, what does this update entail exactly? I know there's a great market for PvP arms race going on. So, what will these magical arrows exactly do?
Thank you for asking. Well, mainly um, it's gonna make bows more interesting. Obviously, it'll not be compatible with custom enchantments as of now. We'll work on that with the developers hand in hand, hopefully. When we will be controlling the how the things work by simply making arrows be more useful, because usually people get infinity on their bows and done deadly, done forever. I don't like that. I honestly, personally have everything against infinity as it is, but I can understand the appeal of it. So instead of making it so that we remove the infinity enchantment, which is silly, I decided that we make magical arrows to make arrows more interesting. You can combine arrows with a, was it spider eye? Let me use some paper and yeah, fermented spider eye to create what is essentially an arrow plus a potion of harming.
Okay, so how do you think this will affect players with skeleton spawners then?
Well, the thing is with skeleton spawners is that once they get a few arrows there and there, yeah, sure, it'll be a great market for them, but it also makes it open that people actually buy arrows. They want arrows. And skeleton spawners will be something that people will be wanting to get for themselves, most likely. At least the drops. Probably build some hopper system to get all the items. Still make an experience on it as well. Um, But mainly, arrows will be more of a needing item because, as some players have said, and including myself, uh, no one really uses arrows. I remember on the old server we had in our town 4 double chests filled with arrows, and we never used them.
So, regarding this latest update with the magical arrows, some players are saying that you're biased towards people with skeleton spawners, since they'll have the arrows, therefore make a large profit off this. Other people have zombie spawners and various other types of spawners, and feel that you're giving an unfair advantage to people with skeleton spawners.
That may be looked like that, and no matter what the owner will do, it will always be annoying to some people. But generally, it will be a benefit for all because if you really don't want to pay for arrows, you can make them with gravel. Get a shovel, smack some gravel about, get some flint. I mean, chicken spawners and well, not chicken spawners, chicken farms. It's not that difficult to make, and in that sense, everyone can get a lot of arrows. And skeleton spawners aren't necessarily the best type of arrow creating utensils. As I said, getting gravel. I mean, you can see how in 1.8 there's a lot of gravel on the seafloor. So just gathering a ton of gravel, gathering the fish, not the fish, the chicken farms, to make a ton of feathers, you'll have a bucket load of tons of arrows before you even know it.
That also takes in the drop rate of flint, but of course I can see your point. But regarding the economy, a lot of people have been asking me about the economy plugin and mainly stocks. So, what do you propose to do about the price of items? I've noticed in the mall that there are a fluctuation. Anyone can just plummet item, the cost of an item as they will. I mean, of course, does this affect the economy? And will there be a plugin later on to show how this affects it?
Well, first I'll touch on something. You said the drop rate of flint. With a not looting, Fortune 3 shovel, you will always get at least 1 flint. They will automatically turn into flint. Show a clip of flint creating here. And then after that, also touch on the more economy side of things. The economy is something that I can't control as much as I want to. I could make, once the admin shop gets built, hint hint, creative contest, there will be price given out and stuff like that. But also that means that I can set a very high price that people have to abide by. No one will sell it for that much, obviously, but there will be infinite supply of it, and that will indeed make the market more. Well, it'll make it so it doesn't go from $100 to $2 in a day. People will try to undercut each other. That is market. That is business. You know this. And when it comes to undercutting, in the end, it's all about supply and demand. You don't want to have filled up chests full of, I don't know, dirt if no one is buying it.
Yeah, I totally agree. So, the next question comes from the farmers of the server, and they're going to start asking things like, will there ever be a plugin that will make food a little bit more enjoyable? A lot of people have been grinding their jobs, and I've noticed there's several farmers on the server that have wanted more uses for things like carrots, potatoes, wheat, sugarcane. Would there be anything else in the server, like perhaps making new recipes?
Right, so there are already many things set in place there which you don't know about. For example, the brewer job, with it you can create custom potions, which are fantastic. Regarding sugarcane, you can already make sugar. You need them to make cake. You need to make speed potions, which are very handy. You also need sugar to create. I completely mind blanked. Insert text of me mind blanking. Uh,
Cookies.
Cookies, that's the one. Well, it's not an optimal use. The arrows will also be using sugar. Regarding wheat, it's the staple. You make hay bales, you make bread. You also make cake with it. Wheat is going to be, just wheat. But with herbalism, all the normal foods like carrots, bread, whatever, will become much better because you'll get more food out of them. Hunger, that is. Comes to carrots, you have night vision, of course. My personal favorite potion there is. Um, there's also the advantage of having carrots when it comes to luring in animals and things like that. Feeding them. there's already a use for them. People are just not using that as much as they could be using it. Potatoes, baked potatoes are the oops, best food sources available. They give a lot of food that are hungry, especially if they have some traits. And regarding jobs, people will be grinding jobs and they will always have a surplus of whatever their job is. If their job is to mine things, they will mine to the highest content. Farmers will always do the same thing with sugarcane, wheat, or whatever. So that's something that I can't really help that much, but we'll certainly try to make things more usable.
Okay. So there's also another concern about jobs. I've heard through the grapevine that you're thinking of resetting jobs every so often and then giving more money to the players so they can grind up their jobs and make a lot more money a lot faster. Do you plan on implementing this anytime soon?
Right, so that's an idea of mine. I will obviously not do this unless it's something that people want. Insert title, insert box of what next. But obviously, when it comes to obviously, I keep saying obviously. So there you go. Regarding the almighty job resets, it's something that it's on my mind. I would rather have people reset it constantly because it gives more options and more value from actually getting high jobs, and it'll be easier for new players to join the server. To get from 0 to 2, get lots of money, and then be reset to 0 again. Everyone starts at the same plate every, like, say, Monday. Every other Monday, or something like that. So people have time to grind up during the week, get lots of money, and then start on 0 again. Though it may make you feel that, you're not gaining anything in the long run, with the increased money income you'll be getting, it's going to be more or less the same. You will be getting so much money from having a high job and having a good farm system or a good mining system or whatever it is that you really mine. So in the end, I feel like they would be the same, in my opinion. But I will let it up to the players to decide if they want it or not.
I mean, there are other players that have the high jobs that do make the monies, and I've heard a lot of complaints from them that the reset has happened at all. And once the reset has happened, there's been players that saying that you would at least give them some of their levels back for the higher level players.
Regarding that, I cannot give any levels back. Mainly because of my brain just deleting it instead of bringing it back up. But secondly, because it'll be so unfair. I made the reset mainly because of the early woodcutter job. The woodcutter job had the benefit that it gave every other job a bonus experience rate of like 5 times the normal rate. So early on, people could level up like absolute crazies and earn like tons of money. I could, if I wanted to be 100% clean, I would reset everything just to make sure that nothing's being, taken out of consideration. But considering that's gonna cause more uproar, I decided to go with this easy fix, which is resetting the jobs. For this time, it's not gonna happen again unless we get the other option in, that is.
Now, of course, another question is, are we even recording? This interview has gone very well so far, and I'd hate to see it go into the darkness.
We currently have 21 minutes of footage, sir.
Excellent, and do you think this will be actual newsworthy?
Probably as a blooper reel or as a starting one. Obviously, I can't go around saying, "Donors will get creative!"
Yeah, of course. I mean, this is our first pilot, of course, and we did set up one moment. Come in.
The goat is having business. Please stand by. In other news, goat has a vagina. No, I'm just kidding. In other news, we have a cameraman. Hello, cameraman. It's pretty much dead, really. I'm not sure if it's a cameraman or a camerawoman. The tie says one thing, the bony hair says another thing. Back to you, goat.
So yeah, I think this has been a successful test run, and of course, you can always find us at thewindserver.com, and Yeah, .net. And now I'm gonna try and get Moerem to do a roleplay with me.
Yes, this would be a very easy thing to do, as the Moerem actually wants to do roleplay. But I think the Moerem would rather want to do some encoding of this specific video and put it up on the server as a test run, and also to see if people would like this sort of odd thing. So if you would like this sort of thing, please give a thumbs up on the video and subscribe or whatnot, or you can go on the website www.theoneserver.net, give us your opinion there, or even send me a mail or message me in the game. There we go. Go to any final words?
Yes, of course, I'd like to thank all the players for playing on the one server, of course. And yeah, keep on gathering lapis for the Kun Overmind.